Growth is a real thing, and it's a good thing. Not when you in it, but once you develop it and you make it to the other side. Because I'm gonna be honest, I had to learn how to accept people not supporting me that I knew that I had loved on, cared for, supported, cheered on, clapped for, applauded, like all of these things. Because when you think about it, you gotta know that support has nothing to do with people that you've never supported before. Like, ask anybody that has been through that. You don't really care about somebody that you've never supported, most times not supporting you. It's the people that you know for a fact shitted on you when you could have used their help, when you needed them in some shape, form, or fashion, right? And that hits really different because you normally expect, and we know what happens when we have expectations anyway. That's why it's called growth, and I'm grateful for it. But you expect people to treat you, if nothing but bare minimum, how you treated them. And, I'm telling you, when you know better, you do better. When you learn, you grow. And things just don't bother you like they used to no more. And I learned to not even care about people not supporting me. Because one thing I realized, I was like, I ain't missing sleep. I never missed anything I needed because people didn't support me. And it actually was fuel for me, to keep moving, because I've always had this motto: if you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to do that shit twice and I'm going to take pictures. That's for me and for you. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you want to play with me like you don't think I can, or you want to play like you don't know who I am. And you might not, but I do. And I just have this thing as well. And I've always told it to my son: if ain't nobody doing nothing for you, they don't have a right to speak on nothing you do. So I took my own advice. I took my own encouragement that I had always given to people. And it just helped me realize, like, don't even be mad at people that can't support you. Most people can't do for you what they couldn't possibly ever do for themselves when you really think about it. Most people don't support because they really feel like if they did, you would get to a level higher than them. And that's already an issue when people have to feel like there are levels to what you can do versus them, or that there's a competition, when everybody has their own lane. You are created individually. There is no competition. There is no duplicates of you. So why should it matter if you support somebody and they gain something, right? Most people do not really, I don't feel most people believe in karma. I do not think that most people know that karma is real. Most people think it's just something negative, when karma is whatever you put out, it comes back to you. It is the law of the universe, and I ain't seen the universe fail us yet. And I'm sure it won't happen. If you support somebody, if you pour into somebody, how in the world you feel like you not going to receive that back? There's no way you cannot receive it back, even if it's not from that person. Even if it's not on the same level. And what I feel like, you know what I mean? When I look at it, I feel like you always get more than you give, especially when you're giving from a heart-filled place and you're really doing it out of love and kindness for somebody. You know what I mean? Really eager to see them win. How you not gonna get back double for pouring into somebody's life like that? And it doesn't matter how big or small it is. And then I just also realized that another thing that people don't see, and that's why I feel like a lot of people can't support, is because you have so many people. And I'm going to be honest, when I'm speaking of support at this moment, I'm speaking of people who are really out here, and you have like a business, you're an entrepreneur, you are grinding, you have a hustle, you have a passion, you have a gift, whatever that is. Most people can't support you because they haven't tapped into their own. How they gonna support you when they ain't never tapped into their own? They don't even know how to do that. Thank you, Spirit. They don't even know how to do that. It's like expecting somebody to love you that's only been hurt their whole life. How they gonna give you something they ain't got? They've never received it, so they don't know how to give it. If you have the majority of people walking around, and this is the truth, I mean, do your research. The majority of people, because I've been there, work for someone. You are, getting a paycheck from someone or something like that. You're actually, and even if you're not doing it, everybody has done it or will do it at some point in their life. You're working to help somebody else build their dream. Most people don't have the strength, the courage, the motivation to even step out and build their own. So how in the world will you expect them to support you? That's all I'm saying. And when I thought about those things, I was like, well, I guess if I thought like you, I wouldn't be able to support me either. And the truth is what it is. And that's all it is. And you don't even have to put anything else behind it. And that's my truth. Truth is, most people can't support you. They cannot support themselves. If they were walking in your shoes, they would not know what to do. They haven't stepped into their purpose. They don't know what their purpose is. They're not encouraged and motivated and brave enough to step into their passion or their gift or what really fuels them. So how can they support you when you're doing it? They cannot give you something that they don't know how to give themselves. So I would say to anybody who thinks about it in terms of support and somebody not bagging you, baby, just be glad you are supporting you by stepping out and having courage.